All right. Hello. So, this is another life update. Essentially, it's day 10 of EMR, and I just graduated. So, I finished block one of the Fire Academy, on to block two, starting tomorrow, which is fundamentals. So, we'll see how that goes. It's been a long 10 days, but yeah, just kind of update. 1 out of 5 the way through, so it feels pretty good. I think I have like 58 days left to get through. Wasn't too bad. We had our report card today from our instructor, and mostly for me because the average between the CPR test and the EMR test, like the full like cumulative test, it was like 85.5, which was passing, but it wasn't anything like extraordinary. So a lot of his comments were mostly about me making sure I keep studying and not be afraid to lead, which I think implies the whole like evals with the team leader stuff and being at the head and making calls and certain things of injuries and how to treat them, which is not the first time I've gotten that comment. My MTI actually, back in BNT, gave me the same comment where my report card was like an S rank, but at the same time it was talking about like, oh, like mostly participates as a follower, could be leader someday with great potential for the Air Force. So I was like, all right. So twice I got that comment, but it is what it is. So yeah. So far, fundamentals, I kind of gather that it's kind of like a halfway between like hands-on stuff versus like lecture. So we'll see how that goes. Seems like the first, I would say, 3 or 4 days is just lecture and briefings for safety stuff. And then I'll go on for bunker drills, which is like putting all your coat, your pants, all your firefighter gear on in a minute or less. So there's that. And then you got dummy drags, and that's probably one I'm kind of worried about the most is dummy drags, because there's dummy drags and crawling through very tight spaces with all your gear on. So some of the evals that come up ahead for me for fundamentals, because it's like a 20-day block versus like how it was 10 days for EMR. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I got that going for me. Get paid in like less than a week. Pretty hyped for that, for sure. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do this weekend, I should say, but we'll see. I know next week I'm gonna go check out Kong vs. Godzilla, getting pretty fire. I can't wait. And then beyond that, who knows? But yeah, in terms of life update, that's kind of all I've got. I'm not sure what else to say, because I kind of got drawn up until 10 minutes, so I could talk about how, like, I guess as a class we all like graduate together, because usually the maximum like class size is 15 people, and in my case we had 15. And usually my instructor was saying that of all the classes he's taught for like the last year and a half, usually it was like, all right, at least 1 or 2 fail out of the class and get washed back or just fail out completely. But luckily, by some miracle, our whole class graduated together, all 15 of us. So it's kind of a proud moment where we're all kind of like pushed through it together and we all graduated and passed. So I'm pretty hyped for that. Hoping we can do the same thing for fundamentals. I think a little more tougher, because I think it's more physical based. And I think for myself, like, I recognize that academics, I can shrug it off, but I know physically, like dummy drags and a bunch of other stuff we're going to do, I should probably be more physically prepared for it. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm probably have a workout schedule, I think, because we have squadron PT on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So I think Tuesdays and Friday, or probably just Tuesdays. I think Fridays I watch LCS, but Tuesdays I'll probably at least do some like in-room workouts for thighs, because dummy drags usually works on your quads a lot. It'll train your quadriceps into like mush pretty much, and you walk like an old man. Like it's super like taxing your thighs. But yeah. My room hasn't changed much. I mostly got a little more GoPro gear, some comic books, and oh yeah, I got new shoes, which I think I've shown already. So look forward to that. But I gotta make sure I'm on my shit basically, so I can solidify that I'm going to Korea, because there's a buddy of mine from my BMT squadron who's also fire protection for different flight, and he apparently is getting reclassed, so I guess he failed out. So I was like, man, like it could happen to anyone, so I gotta make sure it doesn't happen to me. I can be on my tiptoes, graduate, pass this shit, because like it's easy for me to say that I don't fail, but I'd be lying, because like I've failed so many classes in college. I had to retake like 3 classes. But really what matters is me trying to do the best utmost that I can to succeed in any venture or goal I have, and use that willpower, because if I didn't have that willpower or that drive to push through it, I probably wouldn't have graduated college, and I may not even be here, because it's like basic training is a big scary thing that I feel like people, when they think of the military, like, oh, you gotta do basic training, you get yelled at for like 7.5 weeks to 13 weeks, and it's just like a lot of BS. But I figured that I made it this far, so I think I could push through. As far as I rely on myself, I got this. Yeah. I think this is 10 minutes. Let me just double check. This is kind of a... Let's see here. 7 minutes. Okay. But yeah, there's that. Pretty much, what else am I gonna do? I might get a PC. Actually, better one, because the last vlog I uploaded took me like all day on Sunday, because I was exporting it after I finished editing it somewhat, but then it would take like a crap ton of time to like process, and it would crash on itself, so I had to restart the whole process again to actually get it going. So it was really annoying. And miraculously, I let it run overnight, Sunday night, and I woke up in the morning for class, and it stayed at the same progress bar, but then all of a sudden it sped up like it was asleep, and then just started chugging through like Thomas the Train, and it finished in less than an hour to export the whole video and everything, which I wish I'd done that yet the day before, but I'll take it. So there's that. So I think hopefully if I clinch this deal with this desktop PC this guy's selling, I might have an easier time exporting videos. And yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I guess that's about it. Right now it's like springtime in Texas, so it's getting a little warmer. Not as cold as it was before, but I'm not looking forward to Texas heat. It's gonna suck ass. So yeah, there's that. What else? What else is there? I'm not really sure. I guess I could say that shout out to anyone watching this and support. I know like Shelby, Kevin, my dad, and whoever else is watching it, like props. And this is kind of like a venture into like vlogging, which I'm not used to. But I'm learning as I go on, so it's kind of a rough process. I know my past videos have been some questionable edits, 8 hours of just green, but I'm working through it. So I'll figure it out, bro. I'll figure it out. I got this. I'll get better at it. But for now, I'm even using a tripod now. So like used to be I had like a selfie stick, but now I actually got like a tripod, which I'm using now, which stabilizes, so I'm upgrading basically. I think I'm gonna get a micro mod next time, because I noticed the audio quality for past vlogs is kind of rough because I wear the case on it, but the sound quality doesn't record as well. So I might get like a micro mod to put on it, so it picks up like the sound, people talking easier than just like the case, and it's kind of muffled unless you like someone's really close to the GoPro. So probably do that. But yeah, that's about it though, I think, in terms of everything. I'll keep on chugging along, upload once a week. And hopefully my next life update, I'll be graduating fundamentals, going suppression, so A, block 2 out of 5 out of the way. Next 20 days, we'll see. But for now, I'll just have the weekend vlogs, and it's always something to look forward to, I guess. Try to do different things every weekend. It's kind of hard to do in San Angelo, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's pretty much it overall. Peace.